Hello and welcome to a little basic trailer analysis where I will be going over just looking at the Fallout 4 trailer. First it says please stand by, nothing really different, just a different font that we saw a few hours ago, or quite a few hours ago. And it begins kind of like Fallout 1, which is kind of nothing special. Fallout 1 and also Fallout 3. I'm not quite sure about Fallout 2. How it began with the video playing. Pretty interesting. And then you get flashbacks to the pre-war, which is something that Fallout fans have been dreaming for a really, really long. And you hear Ron Perlman. Not Ron Perlman, but you will hear Ron Perlman talk. But a lot of people have been wondering if you will be actually playing pre-war scenarios in any form, and I'm pretty sure you are. Right there you see the Mr. Handy in perfect condition. That's kind of how it looked in the Fallout 3 promos, and this is all in-game engine. This isn't just a bunch of bullcrap that looks like something or anything. This is in the engine. And people are saying this is a dog that belongs to the family. And if they did, Bethesda would probably have their biggest brain fart in the history, because I doubt 200 years later that this happened, unless, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense for that to be a dog. People are calling dog meat. That is definitely not dog meat. That is a German Shepherd. That looks like a German Shepherd. How can you call that dog meat? And you see sugar bombs. The radio looks like it has a different look to it. Some things you're like, yeah, I'm probably going to get really sick of seeing, like a chessboard or something. There's going to be a lot of new one of those. Dog bowl, which is pretty interesting. I just really like this kind of feel of emotion doing it, going through the trailer. And then Mr. Handy, looks like that's the box that came out of it. People are saying that where this crib is, Cool Rockets, is where your parents are, or you're playing as a dad. It doesn't make any sense again. I think you might play as relatives of these in the future, but I don't think you're going to be playing as this. But I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I think this is just going to be a preview that you play maybe in a simulator or part of the main story. Not sure though. I could be wrong. And then you have this kind of introduction to the world of Fallout. And there you go, our first look at Boston. And I'm going to go ahead, at first I thought it was just going to be just city, no rural or suburbial environments, and we got a suburb. But I'm also kind of worried that we'll explore each one of these houses and it will just be full of pointless loot. I am very worried about that. That was probably Fallout 3 and Skyrim's biggest problem. New Vegas had that problem, but nowhere near as bad as they did. And I love that destruction house. I wonder if there's any destruction in this game. There you go. That is just a beautiful representation of a rich white neighborhood. It's just really... I'm just kidding. That was racist. Right there we go. We have the U.S. Army. That's not the Enclave, like a lot of people said. And if Enclave's in this game, they shouldn't have been in Fallout 3. Nevertheless, Fallout 4. That is actually the U.S. Army. And there you go, some cars, which I don't ever recall seeing this car in Fallout before. So that's kind of interesting. And there you see this bridge. I really love these little cues in the environment. I hope they kind of, make this kind of moment and just seeing this kind of... It doesn't look the same, have a lot of these look kind of unique. And there you go, it looks like you're playing third person. I'm not sure though, but it looks like that. And then you have that introduction to the vault. War never changes. And there you go, Vault 111. Kind of since we're pretty sure that this is a upside down vault, it's kind of interesting to see how the vault door differs from every one of the hundreds of vault doors we've seen. It's yellow, the way it looks like pressure, I don't know what that's for necessarily, and warning pressurized, really interesting, and that just reminded me of Fallout 2. And then you get up, is that hand animation, which Fallout fans have been begging for a long time, and then you also have a little look at the Pip-Boy, which is kind of interesting. And then you have that classic look of the world, which is just really, really pretty. I really think that's pretty cool. Everything from the water tower. And again, it looks more rural. It doesn't look all city. And you'll see later. Oh, right here's the. I know this. This is a monument. I think I have this in my notes. It's the. So familiar. It's just. Not sure. I'm not quite sure, but that is definitely a monument, and it's pretty okayly reserved. And then right there is something I do know what that is. That is the USS Constitution. That is just amazing. I mean, that is one of those dream places you see. But then you see, what the heck? That is that rockets on the USS Constitution. Very cool. I'm curious to see whether you go in it. And actually, I just now actually spotted it. It looks like it says bank right there. I'm curious to see if they would implement that. I've always wanted a bank, maybe bank heist in Fallout. That would be really cool. And right here, I actually am very, very cool. I mean, I saw this on someone else's video. It's the Skull Square or something. But I remember studying this. I think it was just me randomly looking on the internet for history because I love history. This is something that actually got tore down in the 60s. And as you know, Fallout really, didn't advance, so it didn't go through that period where this was completely destroyed. Or it did, you went through the nuclear apocalypse, but it wasn't destroyed pre-war, and it's kind of interesting. And then you got the Memory Den, which is just kind of probably a bar, kind of interesting. But right there is the Mysterious Stranger. We know that's the Mysterious Stranger. You all know it's the Mysterious Stranger. Very, very cool. And then right here you got that little control tower and Brahmin, which, oh yeah, you can't really see very well. And those, at first I thought they were Brotherhood of Steel. No, they are super mutants. Personally, I don't really like super mutants to be that common. I hope they're not infinite. I think that should be just a landmark for Fallout 3. And I love how New Vegas, they were just kind of an interesting, phenomenon to find. I hope that you don't see a lot of super mutants, but super mutants should be in there. There you got a new Protectron. It looked a little interesting. And then over there you see color. They actually have a lot of color in this game. In this entire trailer, you see a lot more color. Pretty cool shot. That looks like a Mirorc or a crab. It might be a new mutation. Not a Mirorc, I don't think. It looks kind of interesting. And then right there you got to see a little civilization right there. And nothing really new. Creepy ass Deathclaw. And again, it looks like a different biome. It looks like this is a lonesome road or something. Kind of interesting. And then there's something in it. I'm pretty sure it's Brotherhood. And right here you see more physics done. And I think that's always cool. And new lighting. And right there, those are not goals. They don't look like goals at all. They look completely new. Very interesting. And it just looks really cool. And I like all the little color you see even in this destructed place. Right here, I actually saw someone say this looks like a baseball stadium, and that looked like a baseball stadium. Then there's a baseball bat store, and then you got right there a slightly shiny chrome falling off. And right there, I remember saying that, I was like, what? That's a bat. Very cool, very interesting. And Diamond something, Diamond City Surplus, kind of interesting. Chemicare, and it looks like a city inside of a baseball stadium. Very interesting. I wonder if they're going to get the licensing to use a certain baseball stadium, but I'm not quite sure if they'll do that. I don't really know if I want it. And right here, believe it or not, out of all the things I saw as a history buff, that's the Paul Revere Monument, and that's the church on it. And then I looked at it a second time. Wait, that's a flying ship right there. If you're going to be in it, and I hope they explain it right and not do because, magic or something, I hope that's kind of pretty interesting. Very interesting. And here's probably my biggest worry. This looks like a cutscene. You don't see your hands. You don't see anything. You don't see... I'm worried that this is a cutscene. I hated Fallout 3. Every time they were playing a cutscene, I hated that. That's one thing I like about New Vegas. I hope there's no cutscenes. Maybe if you're just flying and this goes off or anything. But it looks like you're going to fly, but I don't like that. And going over here, there's actually a little sign saying G and N. please no 3 Dog, because I killed 3 Dog, and I cut off his head, and I put it next to a few Brotherhood armor and stuff. But, you know, please no 3 Dog, but I definitely would like to see GNN continue. Very interesting, and I hope there's a lot more radio songs, more radio stations, rival radio stations like in Fallout 1. And right there is actually a monument. I forgot what that was called. Not sure. Someone said that was Tenpenny Tower. That's not Tenpenny Tower. And right here, I see the underground vault again with a dog looking at it and that big, bulky Brotherhood armor and, you know, suitcases and stuff. Pretty interesting. During the fall, it looks like. And then they all die. And right here, the new Nuka-Cola machine. Never been seen. I actually looked this up. This is probably one of the main reasons this video is kind of late, is I actually looked that up last minute, and yes, that is a new Nuka-Cola machine. I wonder if we're going to be seeing the old one, or if this is going to be like the standard around Boston. It reminds me of a Coke machine. And right here is probably the one we all looked at. They're right there, we got an oil can and a minigun, and this armor with pieces kind of falling off of it. Nuka-Cola sign, Nuka-Cola magazine rack. We see guns and customization for the guns, bobblehead, and ammo crates, which I was hoping that they would all look different. Hopefully they do look different. New Nuka-Cola poster. Very, very distinctive. Very distinctive. Everything's pretty cool. That looks like heavy customization. I mean, I think this game's gonna step up from New Vegas, and that'll be cool. And maybe a saw that we can use as a weapon. And very colorful, very pretty. And there we see the Pip-Boy, which looks the exact same. And honestly, I don't really care. I mean, I don't want a Pip phone. I don't want anything. I just kind of wanted this. And you will also see mods, but I don't think really it's a mod. I never downloaded it. The only downloaded Pip-Boy mod I got was a Nuka-Cola Pip-Boy. That would be cool if that was in the game. German Shepherd again, in a skin-tight suit. And he talks. And then you also see the rifle actually looks like it has, is that laser on it? I mean, kind of interesting thing to look at. And then the Fallout 4 logo comes up. So overall, I think it looks pretty cool. The color, the monuments, all the detail, very, very cool. Overall, definitely cool trailer. I can't wait for this game to come out, or other trailers. Sorry for the amateur. I would like to learn more and maybe download the trailers, find a way to download them, and just make better videos for you guys. But this was a pretty cool trailer. I can't wait to see where it goes. So please like, comment, unsubscribe. Goodbye.